Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long boys blues, 1975. Using girls on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long boys blues, 1975.
This is Typhoon on Sinclair ZX Spectrum, released by Ocean, I believe 1989. It was released on all the usual suspects: Amstrad, Commodore, Amiga and Atari ST, based on an arcade machine, released by Taito in 1988. My first experience of this game, at least the Spectrum version, was a one-level playable demo on the front of a magazine. I want to say Your Sinclair, and I believe it was Into the Screen stage, and even back then I was pretty unimpressed and thought it was way too hard, but it got really good reviews. It's another example of an arcade game that had no right to exist on the ZX Spectrum. Never saw it back in the day. I saw screenshots of the arcade in some magazines where they would feature arcade games, and that is such typical Taito arcade music. Anyway, years later I did play it on emulation, and just the flying into the screen stage, which is essentially sprite scaling clouds, is something that just, you know what, balls to attempt that on a Spectrum, but they did. Now, you can't define the keys, which really pisses me off, because if this is 1989 and the number of games Ocean did before this where you could define the keys, like, is stupid. So, however, it does give you Q up, A down, O left, P right, N fire. This is where it gets awkward. B, bomb, doesn't let you put it under your left thumb with like Z or something, and M is nuke. I suck at this, it's actually quite hard, and yeah, right, what's it, fire? Oh, honestly, why can't I change the keys? It won't actually select joystick either. So, stage 1 to the right. Actually, you can hold fire down in this stage. That's supposed to be clouds. It's not the worst effects I've ever seen. 1 to 8K music on the title screen. Would have liked some 1 to 8K music in-game. Basically, just fly around in a really sporadic manner, randomly. It seems to be the only way to avoid them. Don't necessarily, as such, try and shoot them. You'll just get blown up by their missiles. Now, bottom right is my nuke, which is M. On the left side, beneath Typhoon and above Ocean, is... I'm assuming you can upgrade your weapons, but I've never seen anything to pick up, nor have I lasted long enough to pick anything up. Look, if I just stay here, that's an aircraft carrier. That rather awkward noise means I'm hitting it, but I don't even know which parts I should be trying to hit. I have played the arcade game since. It's not a great arcade game, but it was clearly one that was a bow. I mean, I know that stuff like Outrun and Chase HQ and Enduro Race and things like that have been ported to the Spectrum. And look at R-Type, which is shoot 'em up. But this, I don't know, they could have been better, surely. But yeah, aircraft carrier. How Chase HQ is that. Right, so now you have to, it's top down here, so there's 2 stages, into the screen and top down, when you change into an attack helicopter. You can see my aiming receptacle, because B, which is beyond awkward, is bomb. Obviously it's monochromic, which you would expect because it's the Spectrum, but then you've got blue bullets on a bluish background. It's so difficult and awkward to use. If it just let me use Z, hell, if it just let me buy my own bloody keys and yeah, set up Z, hang on, then it would have been, oh, far easier. This is cramping my hand to shit. Boat. That was my superpower attack, which I probably wasted. It did nothing. So yeah, you know, it's not terrible graphics, but there are such better shoot 'em ups. Oh, you could argue technically, well, a bit more cruder. Elite's version of 1942 is more playable fun than it. Oh, they're coming from behind. Fun than it. I've lost my power up. I've lost my power up. Oh, fuck off. This is getting a bit tits frisky. Also, yeah, see? It's brutally hard. It's brutally unfair. I can't see fuck all whether I've gone to Specsavers or not. This is... Hang on. I don't know if I... See, have I got bomb? I can't select it. I don't know if I got anything. I don't know if my weapon... At least it gives me a few lives. Have improved. My hand is cramping up like a bastard. Don't be a bot. I don't even want to fight a boss. This is the furthest I've ever got. I mean, I can't... Who's shooting? Look. I blew it up. I have no Scooby whatsoever how I blew it up. Yeah, I like to show the Spectrum in the best light, and I like to show arcade games on the Spectrum, and oh, a green! But I think this is a case of I'm playing this, so you don't have to. Now, also the screen is limited, you know, in its width because it's one of those games in the arcades that would have a thinner display, you know, so it would be longer, you know, going from bottom to top. Such that lost got away from me. I'm concentrating too hard to fucking talk. You know, if you shoot them up, such they always did, stuff like that. All right, all right. I can't fucking. I keep. I can't bomb because it's in such an awkward position. Balls. Absolutely balls. And I don't mean because I died. I mean that's exactly what this game is. Right, we'll have one more go. I don't think my poor hand, arm, face, entire life can take it. I mean, Ocean. I don't know if it was just a quick get something out for Christmas sort of thing, or just bang out another arcade conversion. I haven't got the strength to... Oh, I forgot. See, you forget that you can hold down fire. But yeah, just bang something out for Christmas, or, you know, people... strength of our name with arcade conversions. But this does not live up to your previously incredibly high standard. Although, I don't know. Yeah, Chase HQ was 89, wasn't it? Or maybe this was 88. Chase HQ was definitely 89. So this coming out then, I guess you could almost argue this is the equivalent of shovelware. Living on your name, fuck off. This, the boat, not. Look. Again, I don't know what I'm shooting. I'd like to say it's a diamond in the rough, but it's not. It's an absolute unpolished turd. More so with how brutal it is. I mean, the arcade game's brutal, but at least you got a friggin' joystick and buttons that don't give you crap hands when you're trying to use them. Right. That's the only good bit of the game, if I'm honest. That Chase HQ-esque tune. So, hammer fire now, I get because of the upgrades, which obviously don't do anything on the previous screen, so possibly take them off. But yeah, and because I'm so used to using M and Z, again, I've mentioned it before, hitting bomb is just... And obviously, you've got to move as well when you bomb. So, having to move my thumb, and then it stretches my thumb out from my fingers, and then having to move at the same time, poor show. Poor show. I'll have you. I don't even know what you do. Fuck. Use your environment. I haven't got a nuke. What happened to my nuke? This boat does nothing apparently. Oh. Yeah, disappointing. Disappointing. Like I said, I always try and show the Spectrum in the best light, but sometimes I do like to show games like this just to show that, you know, even gods like Ocean put out pups and had bad days. No, you don't. No, no, no. Oh! There's going to be another one, isn't it? Of course there is. Oh. I keep trying to press enter for Smart Bomb. The key layout just hurts my hands and just screws up my brain because it's so stupid. Why is bomb there and not on Z? Everyone use Z for alternative fire. Anyway, Typhoon on Sinclair ZX Spectrum, a pretty rubbish port of a pretty average arcade game that really was still a bit too much to work on the Spectrum, and let down by shite key mapping. Anyway, if you had this, I really would like to know what you think of it, you know, on what system you had, and whether you actually liked it. And I'm just whining. Anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.